In this video, I'm going to give you 7 things you hate about yourself as an introvert that people secretly love about you. Sit tight. So you're an introvert. So what? Right? There's lots of introverts in the world, but it can be tough being an introvert in a very extroverted world and society, right? But deep down, the things that you dislike about your shyness, your anxiety around people, your lack of socialization skills, can actually be attractive to people or to friends. And I'm going to get into those today so you can feel better about yourself as an introvert in an extroverted world. Okay? And number 1 thing that you may dislike about yourself, hate is a strong word, so I'm going to use dislike, is you feel like a weirdo. You're awkward around people, socially awkward at parties and, all that kind of stuff. Well, did you know that being weird is kind of fun? It can be fun. So you have to embrace the weirdness. Most people are actually the boring ones. There's nobody else like you in this world. So you have to embrace that. So if you're weird, if you're awkward, just realize there's nobody else like you. And that's not a bad thing, that's actually a very good thing, and it can actually be very attractive to people who are sick of just like people echoing everybody else. So you have to embrace who you are. Embrace the weirdness. Number 2, you think your butt's too big, your boobs are too small, you got pimples on your face, you don't wear much makeup, you feel like a plain Jane. Well, again, people are a little tired of fakeness and facades in the world. Just ask them truthfully, to be brutally honest. Okay, what do you think about, these women who wear tons of makeup and, put on filters on Instagram and try to be somebody who they're not? People are attracted to people who are naturally themselves. So when you get insecure about, how you look and you're comparing yourself to other people, chances are, your friends don't really care what you look like. Your true friends don't care what you look like. And a lot of times they're comparing themselves to you. So it goes both ways in a sort of way. So, when you feel like just like a plain Jane, just realize that most people, they don't care what you look like. They care about you and your personality. Number 3. Okay, you don't like parties, you don't like going out, socialization. This can make you feel like, why can't I just be more extroverted? Why can't I be more socially, why can't I be more fun, and go to parties and stuff like that? But a lot of times, if you suggest to, say, your friends, okay, how about we just have like a movie drink night or whatever, a couple friends, people appreciate that. True friends will appreciate that because you know why? Being an introvert, people are tired of always being on the go. They won't tell you that because they're trying to keep up a facade and keep up this look of always doing and having fun and excitement. But you can be grounding to people, actually. You're like this peaceful, grounding energy that your friends may flock to. Because at the end of the day, sometimes other people just want to chill and watch a movie and have a glass of wine and just hang out and have meaningful conversations instead of being around a bunch of drunken, smelly people and having conversations you don't want to have and being around a lot of people you don't know. People will appreciate that nice balance in you. Number 4, you may dislike that you have a lot of insecurities and fears within you. But you know what? A lot of times people can relate to those same insecurities and fears. They just won't tell you that. So if you be open and honest with maybe, your small circle of friends, they will appreciate that because there's probably things that they resonate with as well. A lot of people are holding on to secrets in life. And, introverts are very good at holding on to secrets because they can dive deep and never come out of the turtle shell. But a lot of people will appreciate that you have vulnerabilities and insecurities and fears. Again, it goes back to that realness, right? That just being you and being open and honest, well, maybe not that open as an introvert, but being honest with who you are and what you're feeling and that kind of stuff. People will appreciate that because they resonate with it. Number 5, thing that you may dislike about yourself. You're too quiet. You're too quiet around people. Can I be louder, more forceful in my life? Here's the thing. Most people really, really, really enjoy being listened to instead of talked to or talked at. We know the world is filled with loud, obnoxious people, whether they're at a party, whether they're politicians, whether they're whoever. So people will appreciate your ability to not say so much, to be able to sit in quiet, to listen. Your friends will appreciate that. You will attract friends who appreciate that because you are a good listener, right? You don't have to always fill the silence. And that is such a beautiful thing in this world. I can't tell you how beautiful of a thing that is in a world of loud, obnoxious, pushy people. It's a beautiful thing, I guarantee. Number 6, you think that you think way too much. You don't like that you're imprisoned by your thoughts, that you're always thinking deeper than everybody else. You hate it. You hate that you can't get out of your head. Well, again, thinking and the brain is a beautiful thing because most people don't think, or a lot of people don't think. They make very impulsive, rash decisions in life because they're just always doing and distracting and talking talking over themselves, over their own thoughts. So, think about it. A lot of writers, authors, poets, musicians, artists, all kinds of people found a way, and they're introverted, and they found a way to channel those deep thoughts, those insecurities and fears into their work. And I'm not saying you have to be an artist or a musician, but I'm just saying that a lot of very creative people who live and who have lived were introverts. So don't feel bad about being an introvert because it's such a nice balance in life when you can take those deeper thoughts and you can channel them into something else. People appreciate that. And you have to appreciate the brain and being able to think about certain things in your life and being more introspective and reflective than most people. I mean, that's such a gift. You think it's a flaw or something you dislike about yourself, like, I can't get out of my head, I'm imprisoned. It can feel like that sometimes. But if you can learn to channel that energy into something, onto paper, onto canvas or something, or talking with friends about having meaningful conversations, quality conversations, not at a party, right? Where you're talking about whatever, pop culture and other stuff. But, it's really a great thing. And number 7 thing that you may dislike about yourself as an introvert is you often feel like in the background of a movie, or you feel like you're just unseen in the world, or part of, say there's like extras in the movie, you're part of like 1,000 extras and nobody sees you. And it's like you kind of want to be seen, but once you're seen, you retreat back into your turtle shell because it's scary, right? So it's like you can really dislike that about yourself, where you're like, I should be more in the forefront, but at the same time, I don't want to be, and what's wrong with me? And, you get into your thoughts and all that. Let me just tell you this, as an introvert, what's important to you is quality over quantity. So when it comes to meeting people and friends, the quality of those friends, if you have one quality friend, it's so much more important than having 1,000 friends or being in the forefront of everything. And, a lot of times people will just be attracted to you because you're intriguing, you're like a mystery, you're like an enigma to them. So let me just say, you will attract the right friends and the right people into your life at the right time. And these are going to be quality people, and most likely they will stick with you. You know, what people love about you as an introvert is that you're a very loyal person. You're a very loyal friend. You're very trustworthy. And that's just magnetic to people. And sometimes it takes a bit for people to see you, I guess, at first, but they will find you. They will be attracted to you. You just have to be patient and be like, you know, stop comparing yourself to other people who have a million friends and followers, and really start appreciating, you know, that loyalness in you, and how, you know, quality is so important to you, because that's something that you can't replace in life. It's something you can't replace in life, is having quality people in your circle, quality relationships, quality, meaningful conversations, even if they're with yourself, because they can help you, you know, not only figure out what you want to do in your life, what's important to you, rather than trying to always impress other people. You have to learn to realize these as strengths and start transforming, or, you know, from this idea of, oh, I hate this about myself. Why am I like this? Well, you have to stop comparing yourself to people who are not you in the extrovert. You know, a lot of times it's not that, you know, you actually want to be seen, or you want to go to this party, or you want to do this or have these friends. It's that you feel pressured by the outside world, because as an introvert, you're vulnerable to getting, feeling, you know, under attack in a sort of way. So you can feel very, very pressured by the world in this way. So I just want to remind you to kind of release some of that pressure and recognize your gifts as an introvert. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Make sure you hit the like button, give me a subscribe. I put out new videos every single week for you on all kinds of cool topics. Until next time, I will see you on the next video. Peace.